Hello everybody, my name is Adam Bergman, and I'm gonna give you a really dope video about Palantir. In today's video, I will be explaining the partnership that was just announced between Palantir and Cloudflare. But in order for you to actually really understand, in order for you to have a clear image in front of you, I need to connect the dots and paint you a beautiful picture. And in my attempt to paint you a beautiful Mona Lisa, I'm gonna have to bring it all the way back. You see, Cloudflare is an amazing company that was founded in the late 2000s. It was founded by three co-founders, Matthew Price, Lee Holloway, and Michelle Zotlin. Now don't worry, this is 100% gonna be a Palantir video, but it's very important for me to give you the footing and foundations about Cloudflare so you would understand the massive, massive capabilities and the massive news that this partnership has for both of these wonderful companies, Palantir and Cloudflare. Cloudflare is a third-party internet migration provider. They specialize in two categories. One is security of the internet, and one is internet enhancement. Their objective, and I quote, is to build a better internet. They are located in over 100 different countries, in over 250 different cities. They are traded on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol NET. They have a current market cap north of $14 billion. They have a total of $2.4+ billion in assets, with revenue totaling of over $600 million. They have many, many clients. But of their big budget clients that have a budget of over 100,000, they have over 1,900 of these clients. Last time I checked, they had 1,908 of these mega big budget $100,000 spending customers. Guess where a lot of that money is gonna start being funneled in the future? At least I have high hopes that a lot of this money is gonna come to Palantir. Not that Palantir is gonna take away from Cloudflare. Palantir is gonna enhance Cloudflare, just as Cloudflare is able to enhance the internet for their own customers. Because now Cloudflare is essentially a customer or partner of Palantir. Cloudflare boasts over 3,200 employees. On a daily basis, they have over 26 million sites that they help, and they have over 1 billion different IP addresses on a daily basis that they interact with. Cloudflare does something called CDN, and the industry of CDN stands for Content Delivery Network. And the way they do this is by a reverse proxy. Just to make it very simple and just for me to allow you to explain, if you were from the United States and you want to log into a website, let's say in Germany, and there is a long distance, sometimes there is a lag, sometimes you're open to an attack, and sometimes the internet connection is just choppy. Well, Cloudflare, among other things, has its own servers that are set up throughout the entire world. And when you're trying to connect from one country to another country's internet site, a lot of times you're connecting directly through Cloudflare. And Cloudflare allows you to interact with that different website. Now, I'm 100% oversimplifying the entire process, but you guys are starting to understand the massive deal that Cloudflare actually is and the massive footprint on the internet. And besides for their massive footprint, they even have a larger data footprint, where they have tons and tons and millions across the entire globe on many different continents, cities, states, countries, municipalities, so on and so forth, that they have to actually process in real time. Obviously, you can see where Palantir is worth its weight in gold in this partnership. The thing about Cloudflare is they work with a lot of different cloud providers. They have easy integration to cloud providers like IBM, Google Cloud, WordPress, Magento, and Kubernetes. In 2022, they won the Customer's Choice Award, and just a few services that they offer is Content Delivery Network, domain name systems, load balancing, accelerated mobile pages, caching possibilities, video streaming, DDoS protection, that's so your website don't go down, web application firewalls, analytics, domain registration, developers, and anti-bot abuse for your website. Guys, the list goes on and on and on, and I could talk about Cloudflare left and right. I could probably make another 10 videos about Cloudflare. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll put them in my roster and do some more research. Maybe I'll be buying up some shares in the future. Currently, now that you know what Cloudflare does and you have a general understanding of how freaking massive Cloudflare is, you can start picturing, wow, Cloudflare is a perfect partner for Palantir, or shall I say, Palantir is a perfect partner for Cloudflare with several, not just one, but several of their different offerings that they have. For example, Palantir Foundry and Palantir Apollo. I'm gonna read you this article that came out about the partnership. Let's dissect it a little deeper, shall we? Palantir announces strategic partnership with Cloudflare focused on cloud cost optimization. Understanding cloud spend is complex, especially in environments where customers use multiple cloud vendors. Remember, Palantir always says we're not about one cloud provider. We're not about a specific cloud. We're cloud agnostic. We want to make you better, plug and play with every single possible opportunity that you could do. Remember when they came out with Palantir Apollo and everybody's like, yo, what the F is Palantir Apollo? How they said that it's a plug and play system where you could take your information from one cloud and use it on another cloud. You don't have to build on one cloud and stay on that cloud for the rest of your life. Understand where the connection is right now between Palantir and Cloudflare. Do you understand how much value they bring to this partnership? Do you understand how much money they will be saving their customers? As organizations transition more of their workloads to the cloud, the complexity and cost of these workloads have increased. What's more, organizations often struggle to achieve granular visibility over their cloud spend or increasingly an ability to easily manage cloud costs. Internal stakeholders ranging from finance executives to infrastructure engineers need to securely collaborate on optimizations and analysis to create lasting cloud efficiencies. This is what Shyam Sankar had to say about this partnership. Shyam Sankar is the COO of Palantir, and as I mentioned before, it seems like he's taking the helm when it goes to commercial clients, when it talks about commercial growth, and Dr. Alex Karp seems to be very concerned about the specific military government build of the business. And I quote, stitching together a patchwork of cloud contracts and evaluating them across teams, workflows, and internal stakeholders is fundamentally a data integration challenge. Our partnership with Cloudflare provides an avenue for Palantir Foundry to drive down multi-cloud costs. Palantir Apollo, you see where Palantir Apollo comes in? To reduce the burden of developer operations and improve customer gross margins, and Cloudflare to provide a modern cloud architecture that doesn't restrict customers' choice and delivers meaningful cost savings. Guys, what can I really add to that? Palantir is building a long-lasting empire. It's being built brick by brick, speck of dust upon speck of dust. But little by little, the dust becomes heavier, the bricks become bigger, the footings become wider, the foundation walls become higher, and eventually you have a Burj Khalifa type massive building. And that's what's currently happening with Palantir. They're building a very massive empire where it comes to data analytics and making you more efficient. How do you do that? Making you less inefficient, therefore driving up your revenue and increasing your margins. This strategic partnership will provide organizations with the ability to quickly generate meaningful cost savings from their existing cloud bills and transition to a more cost-efficient cloud infrastructure for the long term. Within 24 hours, guys, within 24 hours, that's freaking fast, of data connections, customers can leverage pre-built infrastructure in Palantir Foundry to understand their current cloud costs. So what they're trying to say is, listen, we're trying to build a better internet. We have a lot of customers. The customers have a shit ton of costs when it comes to cloud computing. We need to reduce those costs. The problem is even managing the data of your cloud computing for a mega corporation is difficult in of itself. It's very hard to comb through all the data. So we need a better way to do this. It's not that reducing costs is the difficult thing. It's processing the data needed to be reviewed in order to reduce those costs. That's the burden. Now with Palantir Foundry and Palantir Apollo, you get to do this within 24 hours. Integrating data from across cloud vendors, mapping to the internal ontology that governs different businesses units, and attribution factors, and identifying internal opportunities for more efficient work, including potential migrations to Cloudflare. These migrations, particularly valuable to organizations with high volumes of data egress, can enable customers to distribute data and execute high compute and other workflows quicker, cheaper, and at a greater scale than the traditional cloud vendors, all while remaining cloud agnostic. Cloudflare is very, very happy with their 2022 customer's choice. They literally boast, we are the cheapest with a flat fee, and we are the fastest, and we built to suit. In other words, we got you as fast as possible, as secure as possible, and we're gonna mold and shape without banging you over the head with costs, and we're gonna get you what you need. We're gonna get it done. And now with Palantir, that vision became all that much more efficient. By leveraging Cloudflare's Workers platform and the R2 storage solution, customers from the largest enterprises to small businesses are further enabled to build, deploy, and manage their workloads seamlessly at global scale with even better and greater flexibility and cost efficiency. And I freaking quote, today's modern applications stacks are a collection of many services running on different clouds. Legacy cloud providers shackle customers with restrictive pricing models, making it untenable to use multiple cloud vendors or switch providers, said Dane Knecht, Senior Vice President of Emerging Technology of Cloudflare. When Palantir Apollo first came out, everybody was laughing. They're like, this is not needed, this is bullshit. Cloud, Microsoft is always gonna win, and Amazon's gonna win, and Google's gonna win, blah, 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 blah. People are not understanding. Palantir gives you a choice. Palantir is for the people. Palantir is for the small person as well as the mega corporations. Palantir is here to unshackle you. Palantir is here to give you many different options. Right now, it's either use it or lose it. It's almost impossible to leave a cloud service provider if you have a huge corporation. Now with Palantir Apollo, it's becoming more possible. And in the future, with a little bit of tweaking and a little bit of customization, this is just gonna become a breeze. And when that happens, Palantir will go up, 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 up. They laugh at us now, they might hate us, but they need us. They very much need us. And I quote, Cloudflare's Workers Developers Platform and R2 Storage gives developers a flexible, cost-efficient development platform with massive scale. Unlike other cloud vendors that lock customers in with high egress fees, Cloudflare doesn't charge for egress. We are redefining the standard of how developers work with object storage, allowing them to focus on innovation rather than cost accelerating their data. We're excited to work with Palantir to bring a greater visibility to customers around their cloud spend and solutions on how to reduce it. Guys, Cloudflare, they get it. Palantir, they get it. Us, me and you, we get it. Them, the haters over there and way back over there, snickering and laughing at Palantir, they don't get anything. They don't get shit. The problem is a lot of people are closed-minded. Now, I don't have no crystal ball. I'm not all seeing like the Palantir balls, pun intended. But for me, Palantir is an absolute winner. Everything that I see shows that Palantir is building for a better future. They're paving the road today for that big money hit tomorrow for us, the shareholders. Now, I can't guarantee the price is gonna go up. Anything can happen. All investing is risky. Honestly speaking, I honestly don't have a crystal ball. I am super bullish when it comes to Palantir, and if Palantir wasn't doing what they're doing day in and day out, building partnerships, locking down all of these different contracts, and protecting the United States and the United States' greatest allies, then yeah, I would say Palantir is whack. But it's not. No whack company is gonna have the highest impact level 6 clearance of the United States. That's just not gonna happen. You see, until AMC, GameStop, and Bed Bath & Beyond get level 6 clearance, I don't wanna hear that freaking bullshit. Guys, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I have another video down below. I think you guys are definitely gonna enjoy it. Please click on the video down below if you guys want some more content. Appreciate you all. Love you. Have a great day.